Good morning. Next on the list here. I'm on a bender again tonight, I think. Anyways, but I'm going to talk about a topic. One that I think grabs a lot of people, or it gets them. They're not sure how to go about it. This one is coming at someone you like. This concept has caused me some problems over the years. What I've learned through my trials and tribulations, that the the only thing that you can really do is, if there is someone that you like, well, number one is going up to that person and telling you you like them. I know there's fear of rejection, there's fear of them not feeling the same way, there's this, there's a list, right? But how do you know if they don't, how do you know if you don't at least open that door? How do you know if they don't like you if you don't at least make your interest known? Somebody's got to come out of the pocket, right? For all you know, that person that you like may have the same fears that you do. True statement. Maybe that person that you like is going through all the same stuff that you're going through, and they don't know how you feel, they don't know what you're going to think, they don't know how you're going to react if they come out of the pocket, if you will, and tell you how they feel. The only way you're going to know is by going up and having the courage to say something. I got talking about this earlier with somebody, and I think I think I I think I spooked them more than anything, but I think they got the initial helping hand of the situation. Um, it was about a person. They were they liked somebody, and they had all the insecurity, and they had all the fear, and they had all the stuff of, how do I go about this? What should I do? Where? And all I said is, well, have you gone up and have you gone up and told them that you like them yet? Well, no. That's my initial fear. Well, okay. So how are you gonna know if that person doesn't like you too, if you don't go up and say something? And this is what I got. Because you're not gonna know. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant. You don't have to go up with a dozen roses and say, "Hey, I like you. Would you go on a date with me?" Go up and have a conversation. Go up and kind of feel things out a little bit, if you will. especially if you haven't seen the person in a few years, and you now finally run into him again, and you still have these feelings for the person, right? It's been a few years. You still have the feelings. You still have all these same things that you had. It's just years later, and you still haven't executed on it yet, right? So, at what point does the courage kick in now that you're years older, now that you are more wise, now that you have more experience, I'm sure? At what point does the courage kick in and you execute? You hit the button, right? You go up to the person and say, "Hey, yeah, what's new?" Right? Like you go up and you do something about it. At some point in time, the fear turns into something different if it's not dealt with. Especially if years go by or months go by or weeks go by, whatever the time frame is, and you still don't push the panic button and tell the person how you feel, what you think. Because, like I said, they might have all the same feelings that you do, but they don't know the same stuff that you don't know. So, somebody has to come out of the pocket. Somebody has to say something because you won't know until you do. And in most cases, it's not going to be the woman that comes up to the guy and say, "Hey, I like you." I'm not saying there aren't women out there that will come up to the guy and do that. I'm not saying there aren't, but I'm saying in most cases, in societal aspects or standards, if you will, it's the guy. Courage is the biggest thing. Confidence. They don't care. The person's not going to care if you're stumbling, mumbling, and bumbling through your words. All they care about is if you like them going up and saying something and putting it on the table because you don't know what the menu is going to come from it. Like I said, this one has caused me a lot of problems, but I face my fear. And yeah, it took me years to do it, but I finally did. It didn't get me anywhere, but at least I put my cards on the table. At least I went up to these people that at one point in time I had a crush on and said, "Hey, I like you." Eventually, eventually you got to face your fear, or else it'll consume you. You don't know, you could be passing up a heck of a relationship if you just don't. You won't know unless you do it. But have a great night. Till next time.